guys, it's Kimmy. I know you're here for the video and I'm gonna let you get right to it. But first, I have to tell you about the Notary Business Success Mentor Program if you have not heard. And it includes everything you need to get started in your business to teach you how to properly notarize using our course, Notarize Like a Pro. Apostilles, field inspection, ink fingerprinting, you name it, we got you covered. So check it out, including weekly live trainings and a 7-day-a-week chat. Oh yeah, you heard it right, 7 days. So check it out, notaryeducators.com. Bye. Enjoy the video. I'm your host, Kimmi Nunnally, #1 notary educator, loving all this pink lips. Mwah. My Barbie pink. How's it going today, people? What's up? What's up? Thought I would hop on. You know, I always got a story. Today I got two. If you hopping on, remind me. We're talking about the I-9 and Apostille, two of my clients. I just want you to know things don't always go perfect out here. And sometimes you have to end up doing double work or working for your clients for free a little bit. So anyway, for those of you who may not know, I'm Kimmi Nunnally, #1 notary educator. I help notaries nationwide learn how to get the confidence they need in order to go out and to do their notarial duties. A lot of times people are worried about the money, they're worried about the marketing, but if you don't know how to actually do your notarial duties, acknowledgments, jurats, administer an oath, complete your journal. If you don't know the basics, that's what I come in. I get in the dirt with you. A lot of people want to get you when you kind of already cleaned up and then kind of just market to you. I actually like to teach you the business. So that's what I do. So welcome. Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome. So we'll let YouTube do what it does. It has to notify everybody. So today I want to share a couple stories with you, though. One is about an I-9 client. So if you don't know what an I-9 form is, it is an immigration form. It is from the customs part of the government, and they're just trying to make sure that people are here working legally, right? So you have to present ID. They typically don't want anyone to do it. It can't be a family member, so they'll look for a notary. A lot of times notaries will reach out to me and say, I can't do the I-9, Kimmi. You told me I could do the I-9. Most states can do it, all states except California. In California, you have to have a special bonding and immigration insurance to do it, okay? Other states, they don't require that. And you don't sign it in the form of a notary or your role as a notary. You're signing it as an authorized representative. So I do have an actual course on that. I have a free video here on YouTube, and then an actual course if you want to do a deep dive and do it like a pro. That's the I-9 course, and it's included in mentorship, or you can buy it separately. It is on sale, 60% off. Coupon code is WIN, WIN 2025, and you will get that request. I don't get it all day long. Hey, everybody, welcome. I don't get the request for the I-9 form all day long, but I always tell you, and I teach you to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So many people will not have taken my training. They don't know what to do, and then all of a sudden it's like, I got this job, now what? Go ahead and learn the responsibility, learn the duty, and then that way when the phone rings, you're capable of doing it, right? So, hey, C. Wingfield, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Hey, everybody. So, yes, so the I-9, though, that's what the form is. So in my case, you can do it electronically or via paper. That's going to be depending on the client, what they want. We don't choose that. So you don't say, well, you know what, I think I'll do it electronically for you. No. Hey, Sheila, how are you? Sheila saying hey to everybody. Yeah, so you don't choose that for the client. You don't say, well, I think I'll do it on paper, or I think I'll do it electronically. No, the hiring company will tell you what they want. Okay, so let's just be clear. So anyway, this one was done electronically. So it turned out to be the I-9 from you know where. So, hey, Lisa, how are you? Sheena, what's up, girlie? So yeah, so with this one though, this I-9, it went bad. So I was so upset because, and that's why I'm not out actually stamping papers today. I actually gave Lisa a job. Thank you, Lisa. Shout out to Lisa. Lisa, what time is your appointment? I'm just being nosy. I gave it to Lisa. But anyway, yeah, I gave her a power of attorney assignment earlier because I just couldn't do it. Oh, anytime? Okay. I know the husband's in the hospital. Okay, cool. Okay, just checking. Yeah, so anyway, I had so many things going on today. I just could not make it. Oh, she made it for tomorrow. Oh, okay. Well, I could have did it tomorrow. She had like it was 911 because her husband is ill. Oh, it's all good though, Lisa. You can have it. I mean, it's yours. I'm not saying I'm gonna take it back. Oh my God. I'm not saying I'm taking the job back. I just meant I had time tomorrow. So today though, I was just putting out fires all day. So I had an I-9 signing. I just told you what it is. I had an I-9 signing last week. So the client typically has 3 days to get that form completed. And after she submitted it, the HR department got back to her and said the social security number was incorrect. Well, I'm looking like it wasn't my fault that it was incorrect. I already knew that because not that I couldn't make a mistake, but I typed it in, I looked at it, and I let my client see it too. Because I always like them to see if it's something I can show them up front to get their approval on, I will. So I showed it to her. She was like, oh, yeah, it's fine. It's perfect. La, 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 la. Right. So then she's calling me, blowing up my phone. Hey, they saying it's not, valid or whatever. And she and I both are like, well, you double checked it. She said, I double checked it. So they sent me, so then she wanted me to go through my emails and look for it, right? So I was going through my emails trying to find it. But typically when you get an electronic request, that's good for one time or within 24 to 48 hours. It's not something you can just keep going back in and click and changing. Once it's submitted, it's gone. I couldn't even find it in my emails. Now, I'm not saying they deleted it from my emails because I wouldn't think they would have access to my emails like that, but I couldn't find it. So I told my client, I spent like 15 minutes looking for it. I said, I'm done. So I told my client, I said, hey, I cannot find the email. She's looking like, what? In her text message, right? And I was like, I can't find it. So, now you got to let them know, send it again. So they did. They sent the first thing this morning. So I'm trying to reach out to her. She's like, I'm on a meeting. Can I get back with you? Okay, fine. So when she did get back with me, I told her, I said, hey, can you send me a copy of your social security card and a copy of the ID at this point? Because I already saw the original, but since the number was incorrect, I said, maybe the client gave it to me incorrectly. So this time I want to actually see the document. So she was like, no, I don't want to do that. Basically, she wanted to come back over. I'm like, no, I don't really want her to come back right now. I got a lot going on today. So anyway, she was hesitant. Well, all this stuff on the web and all this, the cloud, I'm not really comfortable. And I was like, oh my God. So anyway, I said, well, I'm not letting her come back over right now. I cannot, because I just had too much going on. So anyway, she ended up telling me the numbers again. Okay. Telling me the numbers again. Remember, I saw everything initially, so she didn't have to come back. But, if she was feeling uncomfortable, I'm going to let her tell me because. So she told me the numbers, and as I went through each screen, I screenshot it and sent it to her for her approval. Oh, yeah, it's good, it's good, it's good. So I don't know what's going to happen at this point. So my point in telling you this story, though, is a lot of times when we do jobs, not a lot, but there are times when you will do jobs for clients, and it'll come back where you end up working for them harder than the initial pay. And I didn't charge her again for redoing it, okay? And actually, this was the third time I did hers because I didn't tell you the first time she came with a form. And that first form, it was a paper. It was an I-9 on paper, but it wasn't the actual form from the IRS, from the government. So when she brought it, she and I both looked at it and we were like, because she had this at her first remote job, and she was like, this don't look the same. I said, no, it doesn't. So I filled it out, whatever the information was on it. And then she calls me back and says, oh, they do need it done electronically. Great. Then we do it electronically. So now we're on time number, how many times now? Number 2, right? Because she came and we did it on paper, right? Now she come back and needs to be electronic. That's 2. And they said it was incorrect. Now that's 3. Today was the 3rd time, right? So when I do the math on that, I'm not happy. I'm not happy because now I done talked to this client 3 times and I only charged her $40 for it. Okay. I only charged her $40. So your girl is like kind of upset. But anyway, I digress. So anyway, we got it done. So hopefully they will not reach back out. But if your client does reach back out, don't be like, I'm going to charge you another fee, because that's another thing I want to talk about today is customer service. Customer service will just dictate, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it done. I'm going to get it done with a smile, completed. She's not going to know I'm feeling like, really, 3 times? Come on now. I don't think I should have charged her anything else. I don't think so. Hey guys, welcome. Yeah, I don't think I should have charged her anything else. I think good customer service dictated that. Go ahead and get it done. Okay. Now